Good day, my friends. We're here to continue the Understanding the Zodiac through Mandala Drawing Workshop series. This is number 2, the Polarities, the Confrontation of Opposites. I set up my table for you to get to see it. Usually I have it flat, but I set it up on an easel here. And to show you what we got going, what we're going to be doing in the coming few weeks is we're going to study the sacred geometry of the zodiac. We studied the ecliptic and the center and the 4 seasons and the 4 cardinal points last week. And now we're into the polarities, the polar opposites, the 6 axes that inform the zodiac. And then we'll get into the element and the modalities in the coming weeks. So thanks for joining us. This is, again, Martin Comtois. And here we are, like last week. I'm going to start with showing you the slide that I did. I can send those to you as a PDF form so you can follow the class along. Everybody that signs up for the workshop series gets the PDF files. And please do support us in this endeavor. This is exciting. So understanding the zodiac through mandala drawing, an artistic exploration and Jungian perspective into the alchemystical symbolism of the wheel of life. Number 2, the polarities, the confrontation of opposites. I'm MC Starman, your host, Martin Comtois, and these are the things we're going to cover. So this confrontation of opposites, what is that? So we have the spokes of the wheel of time. So Aries, Scorpio, Aries, Libra, Taurus, Scorpio, Gemini, Sagittarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Aquarius, Virgo, Pisces. That's the 6 axis, and they're divided into masculine and feminine according to the numbers. So the masculine and the feminine axis. So on the table, you have the red. The red is the masculine signs and the blue are the feminine sign. And so you can choose whatever color you want. And today we'll just use black and white. But that's the electrical charge, the positive and negative charges of the zodiac. It's like a motor. The astrology and life is like a motor. The motor, in a motor, we have electric motor, we have magnets. And the magnets, they repulse each other. And because of the repulsion, they make the motor go, So we put 2 magnets of the same charge together. This tension created by 2 magnets of the same charge creates a tension where they repulse each other. And then if you put a positive magnet next to a negative magnet, they attract each other. So then the wheel, the motor, turns that way. And these axes, these masculine and feminine axes, they're kind of the magnets of the zodiac, the positive and the negative charges. And that is what creates the libido or chi or Shakti. It's like the yin and the yang, the receptive and the creative. So what are masculine and feminine signs? Masculine and feminine signs, a very different psychology. The yin, the yielding, the yang, the assertive. So masculine signs are creative. They seek to create an effect into the world. From a Jungian perspective, they're extroverted sign. The feminine sign, they are receptive. They are subject to be influenced by the outside, and the inner life is more important. So the introvert and the extrovert, the polarities of the zodiac, make for the tensions of these opposites. Also, opposites is the conscious and the unconscious in terms of what I'm aware of myself and what I'm not aware of myself. And these things are always in confrontation, and the opposites help us understand the side of myself that I need to get to understand more, or like the coin, right? One side of the coin, the other side of the coin. So the polarities are like that. And as we go along, we're going to do the masculine and the feminine stars. So we got quite a few beautiful mandalas that we're going to be drawing together. So when we talk about two signs together, opposites each other, first, of course, we have Aries, Libra. Whenever you have these axes, these opposites, well, whenever you have these opposites, it's like you have the two sides of the same coin. So what is that? The two sides of the same coin. If you dig into Aries deep enough, you get a Libra. If you dig into a Libra deep enough, you get into Aries. The opposite touches each other. And so they're made of the same thing. They're of the same charge. So in that way, they are relating, but they also repulse each other because they're opposites of the same paradox. So Aries is about asserting myself. Uh, Libra is about being in relationship and considering the other. The sacrificial ram, the goddess of justice. So in Aries, we seek to get the courage to begin to go. The Libra archetype seeks to create harmony and not to step on anybody's toes. It's a beauty of the idea of everybody getting along. So Libras are undecisive. Aries are decisive. What Libra needs, Aries has. What Aries has, Libra needs. And so this is the first axis. Then we have the Taurus, Scorpio, nurturing life, facing death, perseverance, Taurus, letting go, Scorpio, commitment, Taurus, surrender, Scorpio, pleasure, Taurus, procreation, Scorpio. So these axes, as we can see, these opposites, they make for the zodiac is a process of evolution. So one axis after the other brings about a particular feature of the process of the individuation. Aries is the beginning. Taurus seeks stability. And then we have Gemini, Sagittarius, the third axis, masculine axis, the twins in the centaur, information, knowledge, curious, adventure, distracted, ambitious. These are qualities that are opposites and yet that complement each other. The union between Sagittarius and Gemini, the truth lies in the center. And so these are two opposite perspective of the center. Cancer, Capricorn, the crab and the goatfish, the depth and the heights, nurturing and ambition, mothering and fathering, and onward like that. Leo and Aquarius, the lion, the water bearer, individual versus community, expression versus contemplation, inspiration versus ideals, the fishes and the goddess of the harvest, decay, harvest, dormant, engage, transcended, committed, distracted, organized. Each axis is the opposite of the other, but they complement each other. And so learning to see these six axes in our understanding and the studies of Zodiac really forms the foundation of an astrological practice. So here we have, in colors, we have the fire, the masculine sign in red, the feminine sign in blue. So again, Aries, Libra. And then we have Taurus, Scorpio, Gemini, Sagittarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Aquarius, Virgo, Pisces. In the course of this workshop, you can learn these glyphs here as we're drawing. You have this as a resource here. And then, oops, we have the masculine and feminine star we're going to do as well. So here's the masculine sign, Aries, Gemini, Leo, Libra, Sagittarius, Aquarius, and then we have Taurus, Cancer, Virgo, Scorpio, Capricorn, and Pisces. Then you can color these as well. But by doing them, and by see also you can make them superimposed on each other. We'll try that one as well. Then you get more familiar. And the idea with drawing the mandalas is to get used to this, to actually make it so part of yourself that it becomes second nature. So you guys seen the protractor that I've been using. Okay, so getting one of these is great because there's all the degrees that you're going to need. So I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this. So we're going to give it a shot. Here we go. We're going to make our first, we're going to make a bunch of mandalas today. That's kind of like in the presentation. So you make sure you mark your center, and then you mark your 0 point and your 180 and your 90, 270. And then you find every 30 degrees, you mark your 12 signs, and you're going to be doing a lot of that as you do. So learning how to do that. So every 30 degrees, and the protractor shows you that. So, oops, I missed one side. And of course you want to hit them right. How's that look? So here's the first one that I've done, and we're going to do quite a few of them. And then we're going to do the Aries Taurus. I mean the Aries Libra. So what your knowledge of Aries and Libra, if you're understanding them as being part of the same axis, and this is a good opportunity to get used to drawing the signs themselves. So Aries is the ram, and Libra is the scales of justice. Okay, so on my first one here, Aries, Libra. Okay, so you want to do 6 of these. So here we are. I've been making a lot of mandalas and I really like it. It's a really good way of integrating the wisdom of astrology. And when you're doing chart analysis and when you're looking at charts, you're always dependent on this basic energy information that we have in the mandala of astrology. So every 30 degrees, put the 12 signs on the wheel, 10, 20, 30, 10, 20, 30. Mm, 10, 20, 30, 10, 20, 30. Here you go. And then now we're making, so when we talk of masculine and feminine signs, first it starts with numerology, right? Number 1, number 2. So now we have Taurus, Scorpio. So then also Aries, we had number 1 and number 7. So these are relationships with numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then 2 and 8. So these are relationships. Okay, numerological relationships, masculine, feminine, they inform. So then the 1st and the 7th are masculine, the 2nd and the 8th are feminine, and they have these tendencies as we discussed. Okay, all right, let's keep on going here. We have the 3rd axis. And every 30 degrees, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 210, 240, 270, 300, 330, and back. And then always make sure you mark the circle. And now the 3rd axis is, so 1, 2, 3. So that's number 3 and number 9. Again, the relationship of numbers, and then Gemini, and then Sagittarius. As the course goes along, we'll explore these myths. The signs are myths versus the planets being the archetypes of the zodiac. And so here we are. We got 3 mandalas made, and then you can go on a long sheet like that, or you can just go in individual sheets in your journal or a watercolor pad or whatever you have. And don't forget to mark the center, and then mark your 12 houses, your 12 signs. easy to make a mistake. You want to pay attention. And it becomes second nature as you go along. Oops, put one too early. Okay. So then the fourth one. Number 4 and number 10. And the fourth sign is Cancer. And Capricorn, the fish goat, is the 10th sign. Feminine axis. Cancer wants to mother and nurture. Capricorn wants to build and father. It's protection and structure. All of these, again, is a polarity. Now, let's do the next one. Not a room there, but we'll have room right here. Got to try to fit 7 or 8 on here. See how we do. So the center, and then go around. And then again. Every 30 degrees around the zodiac, 270, 300, 330, 0, 30, 60, 90. And now we're number 5 and 11. So 5 and 11. Just like that. And Leo, creativity in the individual. Aquarius, the community, the individual and his community. We're talking a lot about the age of Aquarius nowadays. And so the axis of Leo Aquarius is constellated heavily in the age of this coming age of Aquarius we're working at giving birth to. So understanding these axes, and again, every sign in the zodiac has an opposite. And so each opposite is related to each other in a complementary and yet opposite kind of way. Don't forget to put your center, then 90, 120, 180, 150, 210, 240, 270, 3, 30. There we go. And then this is the 6th and the last one. Sixth and the last one. So that's number 6. Number 6. And number 12. So Pisces, Virgo. Virgo is creature of the material world. Everything seeks to be perfect in Virgo, and then Pisces is transcendence and getting out of it altogether. So Virgo, Pisces. So here we did all the 6 axes. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do them all in one. So again, center. So getting used to doing these, because as you go along in your studies, really you're going to be studying these mandalas, and it's a good practice to do them yourself. You know, like if you're doing your own chart as an art project, for example. And that's what we're going to do. The next work, you know, the one in the next workshops is going to be getting to know your chart through mandala drawing. So we'll use what we're learning here in mandala drawing, and then we'll get to draw our own charts and see what's going on energetically in that. Okay. So again, we mark every 30. And so 60, 30, 0, to 40, 3, 330, 30, 60. Okay, so now we're going to do every one of them. My friend Raya is not here with me today. It's really nice to have another person doing these together. Anybody who wants to join me sometime, please, or you can even join me online if you're far away. But to have a banter between two people. So then we have, okay, the wheel itself, and then we're going to mark the signs: Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio. These things become second nature as you, again, make lots of mandalas and learn to make these. The fish goat is a tricky one. Capricorn, and then Aquarius, and then Pisces. And then what we're going to do, I'm going to get one of my markers here, and I'm going to put all the feminine signs in black. Like the alchemists, the alchemists say that the light, the dark is the mother of darkness. And so black darkness as the feminine primal connection with nature and the womb of the mother. So it seems somehow befitting to put feminine black, being the mother. And so you do every feminine axis. Okay. Okay. Okay, could do a little bit better, but here, so now we have the masculine and the feminine signs. So as we move along like that, and then we're going to do a fun little thing. We'll do one last one. I hope this is going well for you. Okay, so one more. Again, every 30 degrees, you mark it. This will really become second nature for you as you move along 10, 20, 30. It's a really good way to learn astrology as well. And then 240 and 270. Okay. Now you can do the feminine and the masculine. So we'll start with the masculine. So now you're going to go from masculine to masculine. To masculine. To masculine. To masculine. Okay, so you join the masculine signs together into that little wheel there. Then you can do the masculine oppositions. So like that. And like that. And like that. So that would be, again, the masculine signs, Aries, Gemini, Leo, Libra, Sagittarius, and Aquarius. Now you can do the same thing for the feminine sign. And so those are your assignments. Getting yourself familiar with the polarities, the confrontation of opposites. So we'll do our share one last time. No. Okay, so in the polarities and the confrontation of opposites, here we are. We did the spokes of the wheel of time, the masculine and the feminine axis, Aries, Libra, Taurus, Scorpio, Gemini, Sagittarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Aquarius, and Virgo, Pisces. Those are the negative and positive charges, the confrontations of opposites within us that create the libido, the chi or the Shakti. Energy is created by this confrontation of opposites. So when we look at Gemini, Sagittarius, the confrontation of the two perspective creates energy. Yin and Yang, the receptive and the creative, the introvert, the feminine nature, the extrovert, the masculine, the conscious and the unconscious. And then we did the masculine and the feminine stars, all really fun. Mandalas, thanks for joining me today. I hope this was fun for you. And so here are, again, for you to review. And again, you can send me your email, and then I will include you in my mail out. I have these as PDFs as well to help you in your studies. And here's the last: Leo, Aquarius, Pisces, Virgo. And then we did this one. You can do as well. And then these masculine and feminine stars here: Aries, Gemini, Leo, Libra, Sagittarius, Aquarius. That's the masculine sign, the feminine introverted sign. We'll just do that just a little bit more. Taurus, Cancer, Virgo, Scorpio, Capricorn, and Pisces. These are the feminine signs. So you want to integrate these things. This was a lot of fun to share this with you. Do email me if you want to get the PDFs of this. And this was the number 2 lesson. I hope you enjoy it. And we'll see you next week for the next one. And gradually we'll learn how to do this together. And then I'll show you what we did here. Okay. All right. Next week I'll use the other side. And then I'm going by donation on these. And again, all you do is send me a little donation. I'll send you your files, and then every week I'll send you a new video for you to look at. Thanks for supporting the healer and the dreamer. This is MC Starman, over and out.